So there's this guy. He's was the starting quarterback for Oklahoma Sooners named Spencer Rattler. Now, Spencer was a big hotshot in high school. He was the man. Obviously, he went to a big Division I program, so he's going to be the man there. At the start of this year, he was on pace to be the favorite for the Heisman, which is basically the best player in the country, which is usually a recipe to be the first overall pick or pretty close to that when you go to the NFL. He had a really good career ahead of him.
Okay.
Most people met Spencer when he was on this, I think it was a TV show called QB1, where he was a little high school player. And he left a sour taste in most people's mouths because he was a fucking asshole. This guy's sitting here blaming everybody else, despite being the best player on the field when things don't go right. Oh, well, you just suck. Obviously, it's your problem. You fucking suck. You just can't catch. You're an asshole. And there's literally a scene that resurfaced recently because of what took place this last couple weeks, where they just so you guys, in case you guys forgot about this guy, and it's like his teammates are literally like, dude, why are you such an asshole? Why can't you say, hey, I screwed up too, or anything like that? You always just blame us. Like, it's not always just us. And he's just like, just laughing in their face. He's like, look at this guy. He's so upset. He just sucks. He's just like the most unlikable person I have seen in so long.
Wow.
And so now, come through this season, he's not playing so hot. Things aren't going his way. He actually got benched. His backup goes in, freshman, his first year, scores a nice big touchdown, come back, win the game. Spencer's reaction on the sideline, just obviously like, this is awkward. More team events happening this week. Guess who's not there? Interesting. And I'm just thinking to myself this whole time, what a shit fucking attitude. And I'm like, the reason I bring it up is because now I'm thinking, it's like, how do you have such a golden opportunity in your way, like in front of you right there? And like, not even to shit on him because he played bad. Sometimes things just don't go your way as an athlete. But to have such a shitty attitude that you can't get your head out of your own ass to try and be grateful for this kid, or at the very least, try and be a positive person so that maybe you can still salvage your career if it's going down the shitter. Like, why can't people do that? Why is it so hard? Like, some people are so prideful that they just have to be shitty in that way. Like, you have such a good opportunity. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, what an idiot.
Yeah.
A lot of it's the fact that we're old now, so we can kind of look back at it.
21,
but like when you think of that kid, like obviously before him, when he's 15, he's cocky 15-year-old. Yeah, I'm gonna talk shit to everybody because if I know I'm supposed to go to Div 1, yeah, it was your fault. You're not even gonna go to college. Like, I am correct.
Okay,
it's
so
not
Kyle
my fault.
is this guy.
But you get to the college level. I think that's the big thing with the difference between basketball and football. Basketball, there's a lot of what's called one and dones. They get to university level, play 1 year, then enter the draft. Whereas football is generally you go your full 4 years. I think it's because of the fact that it's so much more of a mental game because you have to trust everybody. It's not just if you're the best player on the court, there's a chance you take over. If you're the best player on a football team, there's a chance, like if you're not the quarterback, there's a chance you don't even touch the ball. Like if the other guy just stands you up, you don't do anything. So you're not the full focus. So you have to be able to be willing to give up a game of you don't get any stats, but you're happy and you worked and you did everything you're supposed to do. So that 4 years of college is supposed to kind of grow up and show who's this guy. This guy, he got benched one game. What did he do the next game? Now we know he can't make it. He's not going to be that guy off the boards. Drop him to second, third round. We can take him. He's got skill. Maybe he'll develop whatever. But you're not going to take him first overall anymore because you see the mental part.
It's just tough. Like, I guess that's one thing I've always been salty about because, like, even as like a player, like I worked hard. I did like the best I could, and most of my failings and shortcomings were a result of things I couldn't overly control, like my lack of height and stuff like that. When I see these guys that do have all this time or talent and like good size, good everything, and I'm like, but you just have such a shitty attitude because you do not value what you have. I'm just like, man,
well,
I hate you.
I guess another way to look at it though is that guy has everything on his shoulders. He's a 19-year-old that is, his goal is to make it to the league and make millions of dollars. That's going to change his family and potentially, if he plays his cards right, the next generation of his family.
Yeah.
But right now, he has ramen noodles. He's having craft dinner. Like he's technically nobody right now, but he has the expectations of an NFL player at all times. So when he does shit the bed, that there's a chance that's $100 million shit the bed. So you have all that in your head, and then you blow up, and you already had the bad attitude. This is how you expose people. You expose them that they aren't built to make $100 million. If you can't do it before you have the money, you're definitely not gonna do it after you have the money.
Yeah. I feel sometimes I think too, I'm like, damn, the university invested so much money into this guy, and look how he's paying them back.
The second he walked on the field, they were paid back. Did you look in the stadium? The stadium's paying him.
Okay, well, everybody's going to be there even if he wasn't there. This is a top program.
Yes, that's getting donations. The school isn't fucking having a bake sale so they can afford new recruits. They're getting paid to have these people.
Yeah, but
he's paying for their program.
He's not the only one on the team that's bringing in people. They've got top players across the board.
Yeah, but like you said, he was potentially projected to be number one.
That's true.
So he's already on the mark the second he walks in the door. If he went to Alabama, he's going to be one of 10 number one options. But he walks into like a USC or something, he's changing that program, not like for a lifetime or anything, but he's going to have all the eyes on them because he's going to be that first project.